4% rule is in doubt. Just the same old regurgitation, man. Oh my goodness. A bunch of y'all had sent this to me, and let's just dive into it. It's either on the CNBC or Wall Street Journal. So we'll just, the 4% rule is in doubt. Will your nest egg last? A well-established strategy for funding our golden years is no longer foolproof. Retirees need to get creative. By Ann Turgeson. All right. Conventional wisdom spends recommending no more than 4% of the savings in the first year of retirement, adjusting that amount annually to keep pace with inflation. But the math behind that rule is changing as market forecasters predict lower returns ahead. People who now want a high degree of certainty their money will last should spend no more than 3.3% because it's science. Science, you get it, science. Economics wants science. Science envy. Physics envy is what it is. Economics, financial planners. We're evidence-based financial planners. The whole thing's just so stupid, man. Report released Thursday by Morningstar. Oh boy. 1 second. Let's see. You should spend 3.3% of your savings in the first year of a 3-decade retirement, says Morningstar in a report released just today, I guess. So someone with a $1 million portfolio, instead of spending $40,000 a year adjusted for inflation, should now spend $33,000. All right, the 4% rule, we always know about the 4% rule. It was enabled investors holding 50% in bonds and 50% in stocks to make their money last over the vast majority of a 30-year time frame. That, however, is no longer as likely because future returns are expected to be lower. All right. One indication the market is currently overvalued is the S&P 500's PE ratio. It is 23.88 right now. When it's over the last 20 years, it's been 17.35. Okay, and what are the bonds doing from a yield perspective right now, dude, compared to what they were doing before? So the stock market is overvalued. Is it because their earnings are lower or because the bond yields are lower? It's counterintuitive, says Christine Benz, but when the stock market and stock valuations are high, it's the worst time to retire. Higher compared to what, Christine? Let's see. Morningstar is the only corner of the wealth management universe counseling an adjustment to the 4% rule. Other researchers follow. There are ways retirees can still spend more than 3.3% if they're willing to be flexible. They can work longer, reduce the number of years they'll have to rely on their nest egg. They can delay taking Social Security. Let's see. That in turn will reduce the amount they need to withdraw from the retirement portfolios. Some advisors recommend varying your portfolio withdrawals in response to market moves. The simplest version of this plan is to forego inflation adjustments in any year after which your portfolio incurs losses. Yeah, my man, wasn't Blanchett. It was John Guyton had written this right here. They call it the guardrails. A more complicated approach is to spend more at the outset of your retirement, pull back when the markets do badly, and raise your withdrawal amounts when stock rise. This is called the guardrails approach. And yeah, Guyton wrote about this, 2007, 8, something like that. I remember reading this, and it was, in my opinion, just too complex. This allows you to take 4.72% at the outset of retirement, still have a 90% chance of making their nest egg last, according to Morningstar. So what is Morningstar basing this on? Hopefully they're based on current interest rates. I don't know, but it doesn't make. There are risks, though. Some cutbacks could be large, and higher starting rate means less money if is likely to remain for heirs. Let me let this guy out. This is what I got to do. He just sits there. He doesn't want to go outside. All right, let's see. Here are the guardrails. Say you retire with $1 million and withdraw $47,000 in year one, 4.72. If your portfolio declines from $1 million to $750,000, your $47,000 withdrawal now represents more than 6% of your $750,000 balance. Anytime your withdrawal rate rises to 5.7% or higher, the strategy imposes a 10% pay cut for the next year. I got no qualm with that, man. I think it's pretty good. It's not that difficult, actually. I got no qualm with that at all. So instead of taking, after adjusting the initial $47,200 and adjusted for inflation, the method would cut income by basically $5,000. So from $49,000 to put you down to about $44,000. Basically, they're saying spend less money when the market falls. Essentially, in this case, 25%. Look, just common sense, my friends. Common sense. Market falls, spend less money. You can give yourself a 10% raise following years in which the withdrawal rate falls by 20% from the 4.7%. So basically saying if the withdrawal rate goes below 4%, give yourself a 10% raise. If the withdrawal rate goes above 6%, give yourself a 20% pay cut. Or what do you say? 10% pay cut. I like it. Goes below 4, give yourself a 10% increase. Goes above 6, give yourself a 10% pay cut. Makes sense to me. And years which your withdrawal rate is between 3.8 and 5.7, just keep up with inflation. Yeah, it's weird they don't talk about reverse mortgages. And it's also weird they don't talk about spending going down in retirement too. But be that as it may, man, all this stuff is just, it's not even academic. It's all based on projections that we don't know. We have no clue. 5% each and every year, just you're done, man. I'm just telling you. If adjusted for inflation when you need, the markets go down, tighten your belt. It's just that simple, man. So I always say a 5% adjust for inflation in the first 10 years of your retirement, because what's going to probably happen is you'll spend less as you get older, and just have fun. Have fun those first 10 years and worry about the later things later. And if you got equity in your home, there's another source of income for you. All right, love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.